internet! Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry I'm late. I have been busy trying to look for rationality and logic in this world. But apparently it's dead. It's gone. It's nowhere to be seen. And only us, the rational people, can fight. Fight the fight for rationality and logic and science and just normal human behavior, you know. I have been also thinking about what topic to cover this week, and honestly it's been very hard to choose. At first I thought about making a video about feminism and what it has become in today's world. But almost every single YouTuber has already done a video about feminism, and honestly, it's not like I have much to add. Everybody knows that they're going crazy and they're trying to look for more ways to become victims, even though they're clearly not oppressed, clearly not discriminated, and they're clearly treated much better than white cis males. So I have decided to just go over a discussion that I had on Facebook about gender identity. And no, I am not talking about transgender people, intersex people, or gay people, or sexualities at all, because these are all completely different things. I am talking about the people who are supposedly completely normal, but decide to identify as something that they're not just to be special. Those people think that there are more than two genders, that there's more than just a male and a female gender. And they identify themselves as whatever the fuck they want to identify themselves as. And if you don't use the proper pronouns that they have invented for themselves, well, you might get prosecuted for discrimination, because that's the law that they want to implement in the US. And it's fucking insane. And again, not talking about transgender people or intersex people or gay people. I'm talking about a person who is otherwise completely normal but decides to call themselves gender fluid, meaning that they can switch between male and female or neither when they desire and depending on their feelings. The sad part is that all you have to do is identify yourself. So basically all you have to say is, I identify myself as blank, and every single person has to just accept it as if it's a fact. And it's not. I'm sorry, but we're all born either male or female. There are rare cases, not that rare, but they're still rare, of people being born with both male and female genitalia. These are called intersex people. They're not identify themselves as anything. From what I have heard, intersex people usually stick to one of the genders. They don't go around saying that I switch between gender when I like. Because it is not a pleasant thing to have in your head when you don't understand what gender you are. I honestly don't know how these people are still not in mental hospitals, because it is clearly some kind of disability, some kind of mental health issue. Because if you don't understand what you are, if you don't understand that you're a human being, that you can be either male or female, if you're born with a fucking vagina, you're a female, if you're born with a penis, you're a male, that's how it is. Even transgender people understand that. You know Blair White? Blair White is a fucking great YouTuber. She is gorgeous, and to be honest, when I first watched her, I had no idea she was transgender. Honestly. And she says very good and smart things about transgender people. She said it herself. She was born a male and she's gonna die a male. She had a surgery to make herself appear as a female. It doesn't mean that biologically she's a female. She's still biologically a male. She just had a transformation to make herself appear as a female, not become a female. Do you see the difference here? So of course this bullshit is getting to the UK as well, because we're such a tolerating nation and we love everybody and we accept everybody no matter how crazy they are. And I'm pretty sure if I went to a doctor today and claimed to be a male, for example, then they would have given me a letter stating that I am a male, and I would have been able to change all of my documents to say that I am a male, even though I am clearly not a male. Obviously the doctors are gonna do that because they're scared of being fired for discrimination, because apparently being completely crazy now and, well, people not tolerating it is discrimination. It is extremely upsetting, it is extremely sad. I do not know what is going on with our world. Get me off this planet now. People clearly don't understand how much harm to our society this is gonna bring. People clearly don't understand that this is something that you should not be teaching your little kids. There's actually people today that call their kids it. They treat them like it's a thing and not a human being. They don't identify their kid as any kind of gender. It's not like the kids are already confused about the whole world. No, let's confuse them about genders as well. Just imagine a man, an old man, claiming to be a little 6-year-old girl, and that is reality. That is today's reality. And people are accepting that. Do you really want that man in the school with your kids? Do you really want that man in the public bathrooms with your kids? I wouldn't. I'm sorry. But who knows if this man is actually a pedophile or he's actually a little girl? Who knows? All I'm seeing is there is a grown-up man in a little dress with a little bow on his head, claiming to be a girl, wanting to go to the bathroom where my little kids are, for example. I am not gonna allow that, I'm sorry. And please, people, stop calling your kids it. Are you fucking kidding me? Even my dog is called him and he. Now let's get this straight. There's only 2 genders and there's only 2 sexes. There are 2 genders to match the 2 sexes. Nothing else. Intersex people, this is a medical condition, okay? This is not defining normality because it is abnormality. Only people who clearly have not had enough attention from their parents when they were little are doing this kind of bullshit right now. Come on, can't we all just be humans and get along without having to identify you as something that you are not? Now get me straight. You can identify as whatever the fuck you want. You can identify as a fucking clownfish for all I care. It's not gonna mean that I'm gonna agree with that. You're still a human. You look like a human. You are a human. You're biologically a human. I'm gonna identify you as a human. And humans can either be male or female or sometimes intersex. So there you go. You're either male or you're female or you have a medical disability. Sorry, that's how it is. So I have started a discussion on Facebook on a BBC article about the ex-One Direction member and his girlfriend being claimed that they're gender I don't know, who cares about One Direction? People didn't even talk about them at all. They were more worried about the fact that BBC talks about gender fluidity as if it is a real thing. So of course, I'm gonna start a discussion. So obviously I picked the comments that I'm gonna read for you because there were like 500 of them just on my comment. Yeah, that's how upset people were when I said that there are only 2 genders. But here you go. Let's see what today's reality is like. So here's my initial comment. There are only 2 genders. You can't suddenly decide to change your genitals. It's not gonna happen. Last time I checked, being gender fluid was just a superpower of a character from Misfits, not a real thing. And yeah, if you have seen the show Misfits, there was a character in there who actually had the power to switch between being male and female. Later on, he actually got himself pregnant because he's an idiot, but who cares? It's a superpower. It's fiction. You can't decide one day that you're a woman and the other day that you're a man. You can't. You either wake up with a penis or a vagina. Every single day. It doesn't change. Simply saying it doesn't make it true. Gender and sex are not the same thing, and there have been multiple genders celebrated by societies all over the world for millennia. Yeah, well, simply saying that your gender identity exists is not gonna make it true either. But people have been saying, and it's scientifically proven, that there are only 2 genders, male and female, for like, I don't know, thousands of years. It hasn't been scientifically proven that those genders exist. It hasn't been scientifically proven that gender is on a spectrum. It hasn't been scientifically proven that there are infinite amount of genders. And those scientists who claim that it is true are not real scientists. I am sorry, I don't know who you listen to, Bill Nye probably. I'm sorry, but no. Your reality is Fantasyland. Seriously, multiple genders celebrated by different cultures. Cultural things are not factual things. There are different things that people do in different cultures. So, it doesn't mean that it's a fact. If it was done by, I don't know, all human beings all over the world for thousands and thousands of years, maybe nobody would have been complaining. But you have just invented a new thing to make yourself feel like a victim. You're not a victim. Get over yourself. Intersex. Their proven existence makes your stance immediately inaccurate regardless of your stance of gender. Again, intersex is a medical condition. You are born an intersex. You don't just wake up one day deciding that you identify as one, you're born as one. And of course, we had a lot of smart, rational people commenting. For example, intersex is a medical condition, actually a congenital defect whereby babies are born with genitals of both genders and not properly developed, whereby it is difficult to define the gender. It is not a gender. The only genders are male and female, who are born male and female. I am all for each to his or her own thing, but the glorifying of gays and transgenders and non-gender statuses are getting too much. And yes, I completely agree. This person is over 60 years old. He has seen life. No spectrum of gender, LOL. You need to educate yourself, my friend. Gender is a man-made construct. Any decent student of history knows that there have been all sorts of genders in all kinds of societies since mankind have been running around on two legs. I wonder why all these kind of genders that were celebrated in all these kind of societies didn't last until today. Maybe because those things don't last. Just like black magic and all of the bullshit that people used to believe in back in the days. Just because people used to celebrate different genders thousands and thousands of years ago doesn't mean that today in our progressive society, where we have science and we have proof for everything, we're not gonna accept something that doesn't have any proof to it. History is history for a reason. We are living in today. Today, history. Today, future. It's all the people who think spouting PC liberal rubbish makes them something. Pathetic when they don't get biology 101. No, not narrow-minded, but not prepared to accept stupid rubbish. Just because people came out with stupid made-up terms like gender fluidity, that means absolutely zero. And I completely agree. Anybody can come up with any term that they want. I can come up with a term right now, claim that you have to identify me as one, and invent myself some pronouns as well. And then get offended and call discrimination when people don't use the proper pronouns on me and don't call me by the gender that I invented for myself. I'm sorry, but it is stupid as fuck. You are either a male or you are a female. But mainly, you are a human being and you've got responsibilities. So try to not escape your responsibilities in the real world and be an adult. For all these people who say gender is different from sex, stop this bullshit. You know gender and sex are the same thing and it's connected. Liberals brought this myth up to run away from biological facts that they know they can't win the scientific arguments. We all know you don't care about science, you only care about feelings, but sorry, I will not accept your stupidity and mental illness illusion. Nobody can change his gender or sex. I'm sorry, but even Mohanad agrees with me over here. And I'm pretty sure he's not a white, cis-privileged male like you probably would have assumed. No, he's not. Are you seriously telling us we must ask someone if they're male or female? That's the biggest load of tosh I've heard in 62 years on Earth. If you think that's okay, all I can say is wow, but not in a good way. Bonkers, utterly and completely bonkers. Come down to earth. Thank you, Jill. Thank you. I honestly 100% agree with you. This is complete nonsense, and people who are treating it as if it is normal, I'm sorry, but you're crazy as well. So then I ask this question. I would like to see an animal that reproduces sexually but has a gender or sex that's not male or female. One example, it still won't change the fact that humans can only be male, female, or maybe something that can't be identified. And I get a reply, a seahorse. I really did not know that seahorses did not have a gender, because last time I checked, seahorses do have a gender. Just because the male seahorses that want to give birth doesn't mean that they don't have genders or they identify as a different gender. They're still female and males, you idiots. Normal. There you go again, Diana. From your profile pic, I'd expect you to be educated. As such, I would expect you to have a job. Equality and diversity must give a field day with you. Bearing in mind there are laws protecting discrimination, I would treat it very carefully with your opinions. Your comments further up the post. I could not call someone born a he, a she, and those who do are pathetic. You can be sacked for comments like that. Good day. Let's hope someone doesn't find out where you work. I would not call someone born a he a she. Yeah, I wouldn't, because it's a he. If it's a he, it's a he. If it's a she, it's a she. If it's a man, it's a he. If it's a female, it's a she. That's how the pronouns work in English. The fuck is your problem? And who am I discriminating? Mentally ill people by telling them they're mentally ill? That's not discrimination, I'm just stating facts. And oh my god, again with it, I hope nobody finds out where you live and I hope you get fired bullshit. Come on, what is not understandable about the fact that I would not even work in a company that is so irrational, that has many genders to pick from when you apply to? I would not work in a company like that in the first place, because I will not be promoting this kind of idiocracy and stupidity to people. I want the future generations to look back and think of what a great area we lived in and not how stupid we were. Now this girl, in the end she blocked me, and it's understandable because she's a fucking idiot. But just listen to what she's saying. Sexuality and gender are not linked at all. There is a link between gender and sex. Let's repeat that again. Sexuality and gender are not linked at all. There is a link between gender and sex. You're literally contradicting yourself right after you've said it. The reason people perceive them as such is because for them and many people, these things happen to fail into an alignment, so you never really question them or think about them as different things. But they are, as is more apparent to people for whom they do not fail into such easy alignment. You can be attracted to whoever you like on whatever basis. Yeah, attraction is your sexuality. The way that you identify yourself has nothing apparently to do with your sexuality, like you've said. So if I identify myself as, I don't know, a crocodile, I can still be attracted to humans because my identity is not defining my sexuality. This is what I understand from those people's logic. However, she's not making any fucking sense at all. It's not about picking a gender, you're making it sound like a choice. It's about having a label so other people can understand how you feel, not picking your gender at will. This is similar to being gay in that you have no choice. I'm sorry, but picking your gender identity has nothing to do with being gay. Because gay people are born gay. They are gay when they're little kids and they're gay when they grow up. And you cannot enforce this identity bullshit on the kids, because you're just gonna confuse them even more, especially if you're gonna tell them there's an infinite billion, million, trillion amount of genders to pick from. How is it not a choice if you're literally providing them with a choice, and you're telling them, here, pick your gender? How is it not a choice then? It is! Maybe in the minds of people who believe in it, but in reality it doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I thought it had nothing to do with sexuality, so how can it be compared to being gay? And I thought that this whole movement was to avoid having a label and be just an equal part of society. So now you want us to label you? I got her, because she claims that it's about having a label. However, from what I know, gay people don't want to have a label. Gay people just want to be an equal part of the society just like all of us. And my gay friend doesn't want to be labeled gay. He doesn't dress up provocatively to scream, hey, look at me, I'm gay. He doesn't. He wants to just be an equal part of the society. And he doesn't feel offended when somebody assumes that he's straight, for example. He doesn't. He just says, no, I'm sorry, I'm gay actually. And it's normal for people to not understand what you identify as and what your sexuality is, because it's not a label on your forehead. But now you want a label? Do you want me to purchase you one of those label guns so you can label everybody? Like fucking bigots here, bigots there, racist here, racist there. You don't get to decide someone else's gender or on what stage of transition they are acceptable. That's the most hateful thing you've said so far. And let me be clear, I don't care for your opinion. I do think you need to be educated and have more understanding for others. I'm sorry, but the only person who needs to be educated here is you, because you think that there's more than two genders and you're fucking crazy. I don't care. If you're a woman, I'll call you a her. If you're a man, I'll call you a him. You can't dictate me how to refer to people, just like I can't dictate to you to call me the Loch Ness Monster because I identify as one. If I'm a woman, you'll call me a her? Okay, how do we decide if I'm a woman then? You look like a fucking woman. You're a woman. You've got a fucking vagina and you don't have a bulge in your pants. You're a woman. Because clearly you're not a fan of each person stating their own gender and expecting others to act accordingly. Yeah, because all of us people, when we go out in public, the first thing we do is, I am a female. Everybody heard? I am a female. You refer to me as a he or a she. I am a female. Everybody got it? Good, I can move on with my life now. No, people don't fucking do that. Because in reality, you can see who is a man and who is a female. Females have curves, females have a figure, males have a different type of figure, males are more wide, males are generally bigger than females. So if you have an issue with looking at a person and identifying what gender they are, then you clearly have an issue with your head. Do you choose if I'm a woman? You don't get to dictate my gender to me. Yeah, I don't, but biology does. And biology says that you're a female. So you're a female. What makes you think any part of this is okay? Science, logic, rationality? Any of that? No? Okay. I am glad you're not into policing how people are referred to, because based on this thread, I accept there are a lot of people referring to you in ways you would not like right about now. No, maybe I did get a bunch of insults, but I don't mind. It's their choice to call me whatever the fuck they want. If I wanted to call you an idiot, I'm gonna call you an idiot because you're behaving like one. If they want to call me a bigot, they can call me a bigot. I don't care, because I know that I'm not a bigot, so I don't get offended. If you get offended because I tell you that you're stupid, then clearly you're stupid and you know you're stupid. That's why you get offended. And then you bring in some hyperbolic comparison to gender. The Loch Ness Monster is a new one. Usually it's an attack helicopter or a unicorn. Very original. And then you've lost all remaining credibility. Oh, honey, you've lost any kind of credibility when you've written your first fucking comment and you've said, sex has no link to gender, but sex is connected to gender. You've lost all your credibility back then. Just because I'm being original and I'm not repeating after everybody saying unicorn and I'm saying Loch Ness Monster, doesn't mean that I'm losing my credibility. It just means that I'm fucking being original. I like being original. Are you serious? These people just stated that gender and sex are different. Okay, then how about I state that this chicken toy is not made out of rubber, it's actually made out of metal. It's clear that this is not metal. I'm stating it. Does it make it real? No, it doesn't. So stop it. People who are gender fluid are aware of their genitals that they were born with. Yeah, I'm not so sure, because if a woman wakes up one morning and says that today I'm gonna be a man, and I'm gonna tell people to call me a man, or to call me they, because I've got both a man and a female in me. No, I'm sorry. This is mental. And why does it even bother you so? Why do you feel the need to disrespect and dismiss people who do not affect your life? People who you will never meet, who just want equal rights and respect as human beings. They're humans too. First of all, it bothers me because I don't want to walk into a fucking female bathroom and see a man there. And that has happened to me before. Now, I am not sure if the man just got confused, but it didn't look like he was that confused when he saw my face when I was in shock that he was there in the first place. So why do I need to feel uncomfortable going into the female bathrooms knowing there was gonna be male in there? I don't wanna. I'm sorry, but there's things that genders do separately. And there's things that kids need to be isolated from, like people like you. And where am I disrespecting and dismissing people? Am I actually talking to those people who are calling themselves gender fluid, and I'm actually telling them that, no, you're not gender fluid? Well, I would be telling them yes, but I won't be dismissing or disrespecting them. I would just be stating facts. If stating a fact is disrespectful for you and you get so offended and triggered, then I'm sorry, maybe you need to be isolated, because the world is surrounded by facts. You can't live in this world believing in fiction. If you believe in fiction, then the whole world is gonna go to shit. Now, if you cannot accept a fact as a fact, then I'm sorry, you really should not be in society as one of us, because you are destroying us from the inside like a parasite. And they're saying that they want equal rights. Question, what kind of rights do you not have if us people who are stating facts can go to jail for stating facts? Who's the one who's being discriminated? Who? Because from what I am seeing right here, it's the logical, normal, sane people with no mental health issues. They're the ones who are being discriminated. Everybody has the same human rights. The problem is with bigots and intolerant people that they are probably going to get in the way of progress and try to prevent measures to give equality and rights to everyone. This is why we try to educate you. Your attitude in enough people would lead to discrimination against a lot of LGBT people. There you go. Bigots and intolerant people we are, because we are not accepting the fact that their fantasies are real. And they're claiming that we are the ones stopping the progress. You're the one inventing new genders! The problem with people who call other bigots and intolerant for having a different opinion is that all they can do is call people bigots and intolerant. Oh, and it's LGBTQQIAAP+. How dare you not include the others? Diana, save your ignorance for somebody that cares, like that brown paper bag in the corner of your kitchen that you've cried into every night since your husband left you for someone who isn't a moron. Well, first of all, I don't live in America, so we don't really have paper bags like you would have in America. We actually use plastic bags, and I know it's awful, we're ruining our society and our environment, but they just implemented a law that we have to pay for plastic bags, so people use plastic bags much less. We reuse them now. But still, seriously? What happened to you to make you such a hateful, vile, terrible person? You must have a dreadful life full of bitterness and Dunning-Kruger. There's only one freak here, and it's you, you hideous monster. Ooh, such insults. I am a terrible monster. I'm a hideous, horrible monster. Oh, am I? Because I believe in science and facts. See? This is the kind of people that I talk to online. No arguments, only insults, and only, you're a terrible person. This is their only argument, that we are terrible people because we believe in facts and science and not in feelings. The very fact that Diana thinks that trans people aren't routinely abused and treated horrifically in society shows her utter ignorance. I'd love to see her spend one day in a trans person and see how much abuse she gets. If you live in the Western world, if you live in a first world country, trans people, gay people, the LGBT+ community, they're all treated much better than heterosexual normal people. I'm sorry, but it is true. And now to show you again how stupid those people can be, I picked up one of the stupidest comments on this thread. There are infinite genders because gender is a socially constructed identity. Practically every individual's gender identity and expression is unique, though this uniqueness is often shoved aside for confrontation of one or two ideals that have existed as they are now for many thousands of years in Europe compared to the significantly longer history of the human race. There are infinite genders. This person said there are infinite genders and each individual identifies as their own special gender. I've got no words. I have no words at all. And you know, since identifying as whatever the fuck you wish has become acceptable now, I have decided that I am refusing to work, I am refusing to pay my taxes, I am refusing to be a human. I am a cat now. Wait, I'll make it better. There you go. I am a cat now. I demand to be identified as a cat and a cat only. And if you dare to call me a human, I'm gonna go to the police and tell you that you discriminated me because I am a cat. Can't you see that I identify as clearly a cat? Can't you see? Meow! But apparently this is also real. There's a girl out there who actually identifies as a cat, who lives like a cat. Meow? Now, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope you're not gonna fall into this craziness and also identify yourself as something that you are not. Remember, you can only be proud of what you have achieved in life. You can't be proud because you're identifying yourself as something that you are not. Be proud that you have worked and made money. Be proud that you have a family. Be proud that you're doing something productive to society. Be proud that you're doing change. If you agree with me that this whole gender identity bullshit and identifying as something is a bunch of bullcrap, give me a like. Leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to take part in my giveaway. Check out my last video before this one for the giveaway details. It's a small giveaway, but still, it's something. So stay rational, stay sane, stay logical, and I hope that nobody ever calls you a bigot for having an opinion. Meow, 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 meow. That was I love you all, and I hope you enjoyed this video in cat language. Bye!